Hey everyone, welcome back. We're going to be building a starter home in The Sims with a budget of just 10,000 simoleons. I've built a house before where the budget was 15,000, but I think it would be fun to see what's possible with even less money. This is the lot that the Oak Villa used to be on, and it's a lot that costs 3,500 simoleons. So in theory that gives us 6,500 for the house. I think we could maybe build it back from the road a little bit, because we've already got a few trees back here. I think it would be good to add more trees actually, because they're not going to add to the overall cost of the house, even though it costs to place them in build mode. I guess the house will be like kind of a main living area, and I'm just going to have like a bathroom maybe on one side, and then a tiny little bedroom. It's going to have to be really, really small. In fact, let's make it a little bit smaller still. For windows, I don't know if we should use the absolute cheapest, which are the Mr. Monkey Show treehouse windows, or we've got the boomerang windows, or the single pane fixed windows that are just 5 simoleons more. Let's go with these to start with because they're quite plain, and then if we want to style the house slightly differently, we can change them later. These beaded curtains are the cheapest doors in the game, and normally I'd say you probably don't want that for like a bathroom or a bedroom, but I'm imagining this is just going to be for one sim, so I don't think it's too much of a problem. We could go for this floor tile because it kind of matches the beaded curtains. I want to put in some basic furniture and see how much things are starting to cost, and then we'll see where we are and decide how to furnish the bedroom and bathroom as well. Some of this island themed furniture is definitely not the cheapest in the game, but it does all go together and looks quite good together. So I think we'll go for it for now and make changes later if we need to save money. I think to split up the space a bit, we could maybe just put some tiles under the kitchen area, even though it's really small. And then maybe we could put some tiles, kind of like a backsplash, behind the counters and the oven and the fridge. Although actually doing that, maybe we should change these counters to the sort of standard light blue counters, these ones. They're also a little bit cheaper, just because I think that looks a bit more consistent as a kitchen, and we've got the blue fridge and counters matching the table as well. So far the house costs just over 7,000 simoleons, so we're doing okay. Let's add an easel for creativity skill, and we need to put in a bed as well as a cheap toilet and a shower. So now we've kind of got all bases covered. Maybe let's go for the same wall covering in the bathroom as we used in the kitchen, but I'm thinking we could use a different tile just to mix it up slightly. This wall covering has a matching tile, but it's quite expensive at 15 simoleons per tile, so I think we'll stick with the plain white ones. We could go for some kind of green or blue bedroom. There's the mat in green that matches the one we've got in the living area. But I don't know, it might be nice to have carpet in the bedroom. Actually, I quite like this wall covering because it kind of matches the green carpet, but it's still in the sort of island theme that we've got going on in the living area. I think we should fit in the Jungle Jumble import display. We could put it in the bedroom actually, or maybe have it on this wall. Actually, there's a window there in the middle of that wall, so let's put it at the end. I would like to put some curtains in if we can afford them. I mean, this is the kind of thing I feel like you can delete because you don't really need them. If we need extra money or if we go over budget, I would normally put a mirror in the bathroom over the sink, but because we don't have a bathroom sink, we're gonna have to put a mirror somewhere else. Well, we don't have to, but I think it's useful to have a mirror because most Sims need to get charisma skill at some point. I don't think we're going to have space for a wardrobe, but that's not super essential. I think we can live without it. The house now costs 9,377, so we've got a few hundred simoleons left. We don't have a phone, so I think we should probably add one. Let's move the front door so it's in the middle of this wall, because otherwise it kind of looks like there's a space here. Almost like we need another window or something. I mean, we don't need another window, but mostly I just don't want to spend more money on another window. So let's put the door there, and then we'll move the phone over here. Let's put a burglar alarm, and I think we should have an outside light. We haven't painted the exterior yet either, and that could be a little bit expensive because some of the exterior wall coverings are a bit pricey. Like that's 364 simoleons just for a couple of walls. It seems like we're kind of going for a bit of a cottagey vibe, but I think that's just the nature of the house being small because it has to be small. I think when you look inside, it's not really a stereotypical cottage, but we could go for this wall covering. It's kind of a classic. I think we should have a trash can somewhere. There's not really space inside, but I think we could just put it on the porch. It's not really a porch, it's just having it just by the front door. Let's go back to the neighborhood and see how much the house is now. Okay, it's 9,995 simoleons. I think that's just about perfect. I think we're good to do some landscaping and just kind of decorate the lot a little bit. I think we should add maybe a big lake because there's such a large amount of space left on the lot. It would kind of fill the space quite nicely. Okay, so I've added a pond on this side of the lot. Nothing super fancy, but definitely makes you feel like you're at one with nature. It would be nice to add more outdoor activities, but we can't afford that without going over the budget. If you haven't seen the 15,000 simoleon build that I did before, I'll link the video so you can check that out next. And I'll leave a link in the description where you can download this lot. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.